Right, my friends, this is the microwave that at that White House that you've seen, and I could take all the screws out, but this one will not come out. So I brought it home so that I can do it here. Okay, guys, I've got it open, and this is what I see so far. So I just want to check this out. There's the capacitor. It might be him, but I need to discharge it first. And then I see this. I'm not sure if it is just a rubber. It seems if it is just some kind of rubber floating around here. PC board look fine on the eye. And this is the magnetron, so I'll test that as well. But I think first I'm going to discharge that. That is the most important thing to do. Okay guys, I just take two screwdrivers with plastic handles and short it against that two poles there. Okay, so I think I'm going to pull this plug and do a test on the magnetron. Okay guys, let's test the magnetron. So I'm going to check for the resistance between that 2 points, and I got 0.5 ohms, which is good. It might be 5, I'm not sure. I've got on 200 scale, but that is fine. And then I'm going to put it on 20,000, 20k, and look for continuity between every point and the body. And there's nothing on that one, and there's nothing on that one. So the magnetron is great. So let's test the capacitor. Okay guys, I found the problem. It is this fuse is gone. It's a 10 amp 240 volt. That's what I can read on it there. And it sits on this PC board here. Just between that 2 points there. So that is what I found so far wrong. And this diode is also suspicious, but I'm not 100% sure. So, but definitely the fuse is gone. So I will do that first and then take it from there. Right, I'll come back to you. Okay guys, it's now the next day, and you remember that fuse is gone. So all the places is closed here in my town due to the storms, and I could only get 7 amp fuses at a cafe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one back, and I want to clean inside the mica screen just to make sure that is clean, and then we're going to fire it up and confirm that it is dead. And then I'll put a 7 amp in just to see if there is maybe for a moment life or something, because it might blow immediately. But let's confirm that first. So I'll bring you back now. Okay guys, you see there in your microwave, that is the mica screen. That must be clean. If it is packed with dirt and fat, it can make shorts and carbon deposits, and also cause a fuse to burn. Okay guys, let's start it and see. this button feels dumb. Doesn't feel if it do anything. But in any case, let me put the other fuse in. Okay guys, new fuse is in. Let's switch it on at the wall, and at least there must be some kind of pilot light in front. But let's hear also very fine. Okay, something happened. That's good news. That is good news. And that is now with that fuse. There. Okay, let's put it on. But I will not put my hand anywhere inside there, because there's serious voltage. Right, let's put it on and see. It fused immediately. It burned it immediately. So maybe it's the 7 amp or something else is still wrong. Okay guys, in my own stash I found some fuses. They are bigger in size. You can see there. This is the small one that is burnt. It will just touch on the clamps. So I think I must try one of them. I just want to need and see and read which one is 10 amp here, because there is a whole range. So there is a 10 amp. Okay, I'll come back. Okay guys, test number 2. I hope it make contact. Right, it do. And let's try. Let's look at that. Blown immediately. Okay guys, this become very difficult for me and complicated. My brother sent me a video how to test a diode with a battery, 9-volt battery, because the battery inside the DVM is too light to drive the whole circuit. So I've got there a 9-volt, and I measure now. You can see there on DC I get 8.9 volt through the capacitor or the diode, and if I change that around I get 0.2 volts. So I'll show you quickly. I'm just gonna change that too. Okay, now you can see I've changed it, and let's make contact. And still 8.9 volt. Okay, I think my connections was not good the previous time. So this means it does not prevent current flowing from the one side to the other side. So okay, let's confirm. There it is, 8.9. I'm gonna change that again around. Okay, let's see now. Point 1. So there's basically 0 voltage coming through. I think that is normal. So I think our diode is also okay. Okay guys, I've got it on with a 7 amp again, just to heat up the electronics a little bit, but I'm just playing now. So this buttons work with no problem. So this work, and there's the start button and also a reset. So let's try the press that. Yeah, that one is a reset. You can press that one as well, but nothing happened. But that is a start and a reset. Now I do some changes now. Let's put it on and see if it will blow or just reset. Oh, it start up and blow again. Okay guys, eventually it is the capacitor that is not good anymore. So when I test between the points, um, we must get a reading and then it must drop. So this is the problem. So it does not drop, so it's dead short inside. So I need to get a new one for the customer. Hey guys, I'm going to take it down to the harbor quickly so that we can see if we can see how big the waves is. Okay, we are in Harbor Road now. There's a circle, and this is look at all the branches in the road. This is a very familiar vacation area, lots of shops, curious shops and eating places. Sorry, this is a rough road. And you can see the ocean probably. Okay, let's have a look. I will zoom in for you. Look there. You can see how brown the water is, and that is now river water that came in to the ocean. That's all fresh water that came in that is so brown. That's very beautiful. Okay guys, let's go home, I guess. Guys, I want to show you in the center of the screen, above that tree, you will see it look like smoke. That is two little waterfalls that fall upwards because of the wind. I hope you can see it on camera. Okay, I look for number 3. This is number 3. It's this one.